All right, we're going to start this week with a review of a new book from authors and lean experts Karen Martin and Mike Osterling, titled Value Stream Mapping: How to Visualize Work and Align Leadership for Organizational Transformation. And there it is right there. Now, the unique thing about this book is that although it focuses on a specific tool, it really deals much more with the core principles of continuously improving organizations. Those principles include transforming leadership thinking, defining strategies, and providing customers with the highest possible levels of service. And that last point is the most important, that the customer needs to come first. And it's a point that we've emphasized a lot, but it can never really be said too much. Understanding value streams helps leaders and team members alike visualize a multitude of inputs and outputs, but always with the perspective on the ultimate output, right? Which is delivery of goods and services to your customer. So work now is complex, and this is kind of getting into this book a little bit, what they're talking about here. We know that work is complex today, and for knowledge workers in particular, it can be really difficult to easily visualize workflows. Silos can form as work breaks down into its component parts, and few people in large organizations get the complete picture about how their work influences the broader mission of the entire enterprise. And it's here that the value stream map becomes most important. Now, of course, value stream mapping is a visual technique, and this book, again, right here, beautiful little cover, offers a number of helpful charts and graphs and, of course, maps that help you understand what this is all about. So when you get the book, be sure to check out the appendix for sanitized real-world examples of how this process has transformed companies within diverse functional work environments, such as outpatient imaging, purchasing, repair services, and software development. The point is that value stream mapping can help pretty much anyone, anywhere better understand their work and how to improve their organization. So this idea that work is so broad, this is what I really liked about this book, is you really gave you a fine understanding of this. Work today, especially knowledge work, is so broad, it's so complex, it's so hard to understand for individuals in that chain how what they're doing affects the broader purpose. And the idea of inputs and outputs is a really important thing here, because every output is somebody else's input in that stream. So to use a value stream map and to do it properly, you really begin to understand that and see that visually, and then you can hopefully improve the organization, improve that whole process.
And they give a lot of examples in there of how to construct a value stream map?
They do, how to construct a map. And again, a lot of actual maps themselves, it's sanitized, so you don't know exactly what organizations they're talking about, but you know the sectors, the work that these companies are doing and how they've used value stream maps to improve.
So ideally, you should be able to take a look at these maps, kind of pick which one kind of makes sense for your organization.
Closest.
Maybe modify it, but ideally you would learn really how a value stream map works and construct your own.
Yeah,
that makes sense for you.
And most people just need to start with a current state map. You know, people don't often even understand the current state, and when you begin to look at that and map it as they suggest that you do here, you're going to really see a lot of interesting inputs and outputs. But again, don't forget about where your customer rests within that, because that ultimate output is one that matters most.
Well, and it's interesting you mentioned that, because I think that's one of the things that's been pointed out a lot, is anytime you sit down to flowchart your current state, look at your current state, you're probably doing something that has maybe never been done before, hasn't been done in a long time, and just going through that process all of a sudden opens up, is a real eye-opener for, like, oh my gosh, we're doing that? That in itself is worth something, right?
Right, exactly right. So check that out. More information on the book and a link where you can order value stream mapping. Just check out the story link right below the video screen right down there. And of course, as always, links to all the pieces that Dirk and I are going to be covering on today's show are available right down there.